Round 4 of the FAI Junior Cup, 128 clubs still left on the road to the Aviva, which for us brings us to the shadow of Croke Patrick, one of 6 games we have for you tonight. A lot more from here in Westport later, but our main game comes from Clontarf Road, the tie of the round. It certainly wouldn't disappoint. Holders Sheriff YC taking on Collinstown, who left it really late in round 3. It's one to savour. Commentary from Bernard O'Toole.
Well, Clontarf on Dublin's north side, the perfect setting for what we hope will be a perfect cup tie between two of the heavyweights meeting in the early rounds here of the FAI Junior Cup. Both sides will have serious aspirations of going all the way this season, but only one will progress to the next round. One will fall victim on this chilly night for football. We'll take a check on the two teams. Sheriff YC very much the aristocrats of FAI Junior Cup football, unbeaten in 10 matches in this competition now, in a run stretching back some 17 months to their defeat to Niffy Wanderers in the 2015 final. And speaking of finals, 7 of this side started in last year's decider. Well, the Collinstown boss Kevin Carroll added some fuel to the fire this week by suggesting that Sheriff are a team in decline. A bold statement. His side have been in bold form this season, unbeaten in all competitions. Look to the experience of Carpenter and Lee in the spine of the team, and Matthews for the goals. Now the match referee for this match is John O'Hanlon, experienced referee in the middle this evening. One step closer to the FAI Junior Cup final. For one of these teams, the other team will fall foul at this stage. Sheriff in their hooped jerseys, it's yellow and blue for Collinstown. Bundled over there was their new left full back for Sheriff YC, the former Sporting Fingal, Drogheda, Shelbourne and Athlone Town defender, Philly Hand. Free kick to Collinstown. It's going to be Daniel Matthews who's going to take it all the way across, and it's gone into the back of the net. Dylan Clark with the goal, bundled home. And we haven't even played 2 minutes of football, and already we've got a goal. Collinstown taking the lead. And that will certainly settle the nerves. Already beaten Mark Hatton, hasn't had a whole lot to do. Well, the free was good from Matthews, you all know what he can do. And by hook or by crook it went in there. May have come off his knee in actual fact, Clark, in the end. They all count. Goalkeeper one way, the ball the other way. 1-0 to Collinstown. Long throw sent in there. Flicked on, the shot will come in from Dunn. And Darren Dunn doesn't send that one too far off target. Himself and Higgins loitering around the D. Headed away. Collinstown in really good form since they switched from the AUL to the Leinster Senior League this season. Sent back from Higgins. As ever, good flight in from the former League of Ireland player. Hand, claims of a penalty, referee said no, but that was settled for the throw-in. Throw is lofted in there long, and they haven't dealt with it across there, and it's John Rock. It's 1-1. Nobody in the Collinstown team between defence and goalkeeper wanted to deal with it, and John Rock, the veteran, said thank you very much. Dejected Stephen Kavanagh. You cannot afford that kind of space in there to Sheriff, and in particular to that man John Rock. He'll score those goals every day of the week. The bounce of the ball going right the way through. Goalkeeper rooted and headed home. Well, Alan Riley watching on. Flicked on by Murphy. Dunn was the target, didn't reach him. This is better from Sheriff, who've recovered following that disastrous start. Back inside for Rock. Lovely first touch. Good second touch. And it's gone under the goalkeeper. And it's now 2-1. And having gone 1-0 down on 2 minutes, 18 minutes gone, and it's 2-1 Sheriff. Goalkeeper beaten. Sheriff very, very happy indeed. Well, it was done as ever involved. The first touch was good, just got him away from Luke Fitzpatrick. And the goalkeeper couldn't deal with that. It was too hot to handle for him. The first touch just gave him that little bit of space that he needed. Collinstown looking for an instant response. As they've gone out wide, sent back in. Clark is ghosting in. They have got a response. Barely 30 seconds having gone 2-1 down. 30 seconds later, it's 2-2. We've had 4 goals inside the opening 20 minutes of football. What a cup tie this is. Bad marking once again. Goalkeeper with no chance. Not a day for good defending, but a great day for the entertainment. Still they come. Out as far as Short from Brogan. And Short sends it over the bar. What a match this is. Well, both sides of Aviva Stadium's dreams on track here. Hand with the delivery. Goalkeeper has lost it first time. Dunn can't deal with it. Rock trying to get in there as well. Good play by Rock. Can he just fish out the pass? And in the end, it's knocked away. Living dangerously back there, though, are Kevin Carroll's side. Well, they've certainly been entertained, the crowd. Sheriff winning 5 trophies last season. Lovely play here by McDermott, and again from McDermott. He sent it forward. Goalkeeper comes and does enough to avert the danger. This is better from Sheriff. Getting the ball down and playing it well. Sent in there. What a finish that is! And it's Murphy, the captain. And they're going to go in, leading by 3 goals to 2 at half-time. Paul Murphy with the finish. Dunn with the centre. Well, he played in the back 3 last season as a defender. A veteran and a really good player in the junior level of football in the country. What a finish that is. John Rock will be proud of that. Alan Riley actually left after 5 seasons in charge this summer, only to return a week later, looking for his 4th FAI Junior Cup. Needed dealing with by the goalkeeper, and was Kavanagh knocking it behind as the header came in. Sheriff beginning this second half very much as they finished the first on the front foot. Still they come. It's a long way out as the shot comes in. Gathered by the goalkeeper. Well, it's a slick surface. Rain has been falling in Dublin this afternoon. Goalkeeper needed 2 bites of the cherry before he trapped it. Coming forward once again, our Sheriff. Here's John Rock. We've already seen what he could do. That isn't too far off target, you know. Rock finding the room that he likes. But Collinstown never won the FAI Junior Cup. Neilstown Rangers from the same area did back in 1992. They tell me they beat Lifford Celtic of Donegal in the semi-finals. In goal for Lifford that day back in 1992, a 15-year-old Shay Giffen. Whatever happened to him? Matthews excellent in the victory against Kilbarrack in the last round. And that's rather excellent as well, and needed dealing with by the goalkeeper, and Hatton sends that one behind. Using every inch of the pitch. Well, he knows his side are playing the clock as much as they're playing Sheriff at this stage. Inside the final 20 minutes in Clontarf. Sent back, good ball sent in there by O'Mahony. They look to send it back again. It's Short, sends it across, side foot finish, and they have the equaliser. 3-3, and it's James Lee with the side foot finish, the man who lifted the FAI Intermediate Cup title with Crumlin United at the Aviva Stadium last year. May just be heading back there this year because Collinstown are back in it. It's a lovely finish. Defenders far too deep from a Sheriff point of view. But a splendid finish nonetheless from Lee. End to end at this stage. 3-3. And no closer to knowing who's going to advance to the next round of the FAI Junior Cup. Needs to be careful here. Goalkeeper punches. This is Paul Murphy. Little give and go. Murphy's back in there. Surely that's it. And it is. 84 minutes and it's 4-3. The captain with a 1-2 with Darren Dunn. And the man who lifted the FAI Junior Cup at the Aviva Stadium last year and in 2012 and in 2013 may just have scored the goal that sees Sheriff go a step closer to the Aviva Stadium. They just could not deal with the give and go. Two defenders trying to get close to Murphy. Neither could. Dunn did well. So too Murphy. Goalkeeper beaten. And is that the final twist in what has been a really good tale? John Rock just trying to hold that one up, using all his experience over there. And there's been a tangle. It looks like there's been a kick out by Rock as well. And he's been sent off, as he was indeed in the final back in 2015 when Sheriff lost against Liffey Wanderers. So rather cheaply given away red card from his point of view, from petulance, if nothing else. It was the substitute for Collinstown, Philip Youghal. And a kick out by Rock, and that's the end of his game. And he's not happy. There goes the full-time whistle. Sheriff do what Sheriff generally do in the FAI Junior Cup. 2012, 2013 and 2015 winners. And it's a big win for Alan Riley's side. Well, if the rest of the FAI Junior Cup is anything like this, we're in for quite the ride this season. Sheriff advance. It's the end of the road for Collinstown as it finishes Sheriff 4, Collinstown 3. What a game.
Okay, Paul Murphy, Sheriff YC, captain and man of the match. Really tough game, but you came through in the end.
Yeah, we knew it was going to be tough. We've played against Collinstown the last 5-6 years. We know that a very, very good side. They've added a good bit of experience this year, so we knew it was never going to be a walk in the park. The league they're in is a false league. They're too good for that league, so they came to give us a good game, but I'm really happy to get the win.
Any stage you were worried in that second half when they got back to 3-3?
No, well, not worried, but you don't like conceding a goal and making it 3-3. I thought we had the more chances in the game. I said if you had took them, we could have been way out of sight. We didn't. They get a goal, it gets edgy. Just thankful I got the goal and the team got the win.
And what does it say about the character of this team? Because you conceded it right at the start, awful time to concede, and then when they did get that equaliser, you're still able to push on and finish the game with 10 men and win.
Exactly, it shows we have that winning mentality. We never lie down, we're never finished. We always think we can come back and win any game, and it showed there tonight that we could do it.
It was a frantic game, it was end to end, and turned out the right result for us.
Terrible start, conceding that goal. Probably the second goal you wouldn't be too happy with either, but going in at half time you must have been pleased, 3-2 up.
Yeah, well the early goal, Collins, in fairness, it was a good delivery. Fortunately we didn't win the first phase and they scored from it, but the way the boys stuck together and showed a bit of character throughout the first half to win leading 3-2, you know, I thought we had deserved it.
Yeah, commiserations Kevin, cracking game, just came out on the wrong side in the end.
Yeah, there's never ran between the two teams. Unfortunately tonight you're just disappointed with our performance because I know we have a lot more to offer than we did there tonight, but to be fair, Sheriff, they're a good side, they are a good side, you know, they have the experience and it showed tonight. They didn't let us play football and that's what won them the game.
Yeah, you mentioned the experience, but your team showed plenty of character as well, and maybe Sheriff a little bit cuter, but in the second half you came through and got back to 3-3. You must have thought maybe you would push on.
When I went 3-3, I thought yeah, the game is back on. But like Sheriff, you have to give them credit. The experience is the difference in them teams tonight. You know, they didn't let us play football. We can play a lot better football than we did tonight. They stopped us from playing. They won the game. They're in the next round. you have to take a hat off to them.
Well, Kevin Kilbane's with us here in Westport. 4-3 that was in the end for Sheriff. What a result for the holders.
Well, Sheriff have been great over the last few years. You know, I've seen the quality that's within that side. Go over and see the guys over there in Dublin as well. They are a fantastic side, and they're almost the one to beat here. So great result for them, of course, winning 4-3 as well. So, and again, as it's turned out this year, it looks like they'll be the team to beat.
So now we can concentrate at the new United Park here in Westport, home of the club that lifted the FAI Junior Cup in 2005. After half a century at the sports grounds, the Covies have a new second home alongside Westport House, boasting 2 new pitches and clubhouse with a grandstand also planned.
Well, our new facility is located right on the edge of Westport town. You can see with a beautiful view of Crowpatrick, and I think that link to Crowpatrick and to the town itself was very important because other sites on the edge of town were available, but this one is synonymous with the town, and that was the reason we chose this.
You're synonymous with the club as well, are you not?
Well, I'm an ex-player, and my mother and my family loved the club, so when an opportunity came to help the club and get involved as project architect to design this scheme, I was thrilled to do so.
And it doesn't end here, does it?
No, we have a main pitch, a second pitch, a starter clubhouse, but we also have plans to build a third grass pitch, a training area and a 4G Astro pitch.
Westport House have been fantastic. The whole business community is fantastic, and there is scope to expand on the site we're on now. So as I say, it's an exciting time for the club, both with the senior teams but also the underage. We now have up to 400 members with a big focus actually on the girls side. We won our first national title 2 weeks ago, first one since 2005 on the girls side, and they got to play at half time last week in the Aviva stadium, which was a great thrill for them also. So it's all inclusive, and we're excited about the future for the club.
The local committee here has put up a great facility and a lot of hard work. I've been part of this club for over 40 years, and to come down today to see it the way it is, it's just, you know, unbelievable. This is a great soccer town, great tradition. I played with the club myself, centre forward. I was all right, and it's just a pro day for everyone, you know what I mean? And it's great to have you guys down here because it's important to go out, grassroots football, junior football. The Aviva do great work, and it's just great to be here.
I was over here at this facility 2 years ago when it had been flattened. You could see the area and what was being planned here. So to see it come see it come to fruition, I suppose, as well, and see what they've done and how much work has gone into this facility, it's fabulous. So certainly nice that you're actually seeing a pitch, you're seeing the ground and everything. So it's great to be here. Yeah, of course.
I'm big for football in this part of the world, and you know this part of the world quite well, I think.
Yeah. Of course, family's roots in Mayo, so I'm over this part of Ireland regularly. So you're saying that's why I was here in Westport. Pat Duffy, who's been on earlier with, Pat constantly tells me it's the best club in Mayo. I beg to differ on that one anyway, because we've got Achill Rovers, which is a little bit further west. But I love coming over to Mayo. I love the town here in Westport. You know, great friends over here as well. So it's certainly nice to come and take in the game while I'm here.
Having clinched their third consecutive Mayo Super League title, Westport only needing 2 minutes to hit the front against relegated Conn Rangers. Dave Hogan converting the hosts 2 up quickly then. Pat Moran with the cross this time. Darren Brown tapping in. From Colm Keane's free kick, Keegan would make it 3. A well-crafted finish from the first man ever to score at the new United Park. Just past the half-hour point, Mark McDonough's finding of James O'Donnell, the set-up for a glorious finish from the man who wore the colours of Bray Wanderers and Athlone Town last year, a League of Ireland quality finish. Keegan's second and Westport's fifth would proceed a 6 before half-time, a lovely header from David Hoban. Same story in the second half, continuing in the same vein 2 minutes after the restart. O'Donnell with a cracking strike from the edge of the area. The Covies relentless. O'Donnell's low pass taking out the entire Conn Rangers defence. Brown released for his second. Westport bringing on fresh legs via a triple substitution, and all 3 would combine for their 9th goal on the hour. Jack Murphy for Peter Corcoran's pullback, turned in by Adam Mulcrone. 22 more minutes would pass without the Coast boys hitting double figures, but with 6 minutes remaining, Mulcrone would do it again. 10-0. Carrick-on Rangers would actually have the final word. A determined finish from William Wallace, who won this battle, but Westport still have their freedom. They visit River Valley Rangers in round 5.
Yeah, it was good to get the win and get into the next round. Is the most important thing, and it was nice to get on the score sheet, but the lads put in great effort. Passing was very good first half. Second half we could have upped it a bit more, but still nice to get the win into the next round.
No shortage of goals in the Junior Cup 4th round, and that trend continued at Pearse Stadium, where Janesboro FC took on Moyross United. The visitors in red started strongest. Janesboro keeper John Mulready forced a save from Ger Miles early on. From a corner, Moyross did find the net, Kenneth Meehan heading home. The home side slowed to get going in this one, and 1 goal down after 10 minutes. The concession of that goal appeared to spur Janesboro into action, and they were almost level straight away, Kevin Barry coming close to scrambling in a John Tierney cross. The home team wouldn't have to wait long to get the equaliser though, and it would come from another set piece. A deep free kick from Aled Harkin headed back into a dangerous area, Aidan Hurley on hand to score. One apiece after 13 minutes then, but those 2 goals just a taste of things to come in a cracking all-Limerick clash. Shane Clark involved as Janesboro pressed to go in front for the first time, and when his cross wasn't dealt with, Danny O'Neill crept in unmarked to fire the home side into the lead. Still plenty for O'Neill to do when he received the ball, but his fine finish made it 2-1 on the half hour. Soon after that, the Borough would go 2 goals clear, the corner well flighted, the header from Clark was extremely well directed. 3-1 Janesboro, and it looked like the home side, who made the semi-finals last season, were well on their way to progressing to the next round. Moyross needed to hit back quickly to give themselves hope, and they did that right on half-time. A fumble by the keeper allowing Colm O'Mahony to pull a goal back for the visitors. Just a 1-goal deficit for Moyross at the break then. The second half was perfectly poised. And the visitors kept battling away in that second period. A moment of real quality then brought them level. A glorious strike from Barry Quinn, making it 3-all with 15 minutes remaining. No surprise that the visiting players and staff went wild after that one. And they would have surely felt that momentum could carry them through from there. One of the goals of the round is well worth watching again, but with extra time looming, there was to be one more twist in this tale. To their credit, Janesboro recovered their composure, and a good passing move helped O'Neill to get in behind the visiting backline. He was denied by the Moyross keeper, but Mike Ryan was on hand to nod in the rebound. The winning goal in an epic cup tie coming with 5 minutes left. Janesboro FC through after a 7-goal thriller. 4-3 the final score.
2015 semi-finalists Northend United of Wexford Town travelling to the Laois-Kilkenny border to play Crettyard United of the Carlow League. 0-0 at half-time, with all the action coming in the second half. Sky Blues keeper Lee Walker must have been relatively satisfied his clearance wouldn't be returning to him anytime soon, but thanks to Sean O'Shea's presence of mind and lofted ball over the top, Christopher Maher's effort crossing the line despite Declan Downs' valiant last-ditch effort. Northend have been the Wexford side that have made best progress in this competition in recent years. Jason Murphy bringing them level with a very sweet finish. Crettyard are reigning champions in Carlow, winning the last 3 titles and 8 of the last 12, with Lee Salter's 19 goals taking the golden boot. Salter with a valuable late strike to put his side within reach of round 5 and only minutes remaining. Northend needing a big response and quickly. Downs' tenacity, Kyle Dempsey's exquisite through ball, Adam Beery's brilliant first-time finish. 2-2. Don't get carried away. Right at the end, Jason Murphy with a big chance to win it. Extra time wouldn't divide them. And neither would the regulation 5 rounds of penalties. So into sudden death. Tied at 5-all going into the 8th round of the shootout. Sean O'Shea scoring. Sky Blue sub Andy Moore denied by Jeff Mooring. 6-5 on penalties. Crettyard at home then to either Baldoyle Grange and Navan Cosmos in the 5th round.
Picturesque surroundings and plenty of local interest too, as two of the biggest teams in the Waterford and District Junior League met in Tom Drohan Park on Sunday. League champions Carrick United hosting league leaders Hibernians, and the home side no doubt had revenge on their minds. These teams had met at the same stage of the competition last season when Hibernians won through to the countrywide open draw, and just a couple of weeks ago they had hit Carrick for 6 in a league match between the two sides at the same venue. Carrick in green and white were determined not to let that happen again, and they struck first here when Jack Doherty found the net after some hesitation in the visiting defence. The nature of the celebrations telling you just how big that first goal was in this cup tie, and Carrick would go into the break with a healthy 1-goal lead. 10 minutes into the second half, Carrick pushed to double their lead, with Jerry Walsh releasing Anthony Power down the left. The cross not properly cleared and the breaks clearly going Carrick's way on the day as the ball fell kindly for Walsh. He took his time and picked his spot to plant a shot past Hibernians keeper Sean Whitty. Things were looking bleak for the visitors at that stage, and Carrick would continue to threaten, the 2 goal scorers combining again, but Whitty made sure that Doherty's clever chip was not creeping into the corner. The danger looked to have been averted, but the Hibernians keeper then misplaced a pass from goal, and Walsh ruthlessly punished the error. Having scored his first goal with his right foot, Walsh beautifully smashed home a left-footed volley for his second goal of the game. Midway through the second half, Carrick had a 3-goal advantage. With time running out for Hibernians, Carrick keeper Adrian Walsh had little to worry about in the home goal. And it could have been even worse for the visitors after another interception in midfield. But this time Whitty stood tall to deny Doherty his second goal of the game. Carrick United safely through to the 5th round though, following an impressive 3-0 win.
Youghal United with home advantage at Ardra Park against the Rathcoole Rangers side, doing a 225km round trip from Mill Street for the final local round of the Junior Cup. Torrential rain had all day put the match in doubt, but on the same day Youghal's famous clock gate reopened to the public, United looking to make more history. Mark O'Connor combining with Lee Desmond to conjure a cross from the left, evading everyone except Paul Kelly, a thumping finish after a quarter of an hour. Conditions worsening the longer the game would go on. O'Connor released one-on-one with Rathcoole keeper Dermot Crayman, evading the keeper, but the post too. With half-time rapidly approaching, Ross McCarthy's cross finding Desmond's head unstoppable. 2-0 right on the 45. Always the best time to score apparently. The go-ahead to play the second half, providing the Mill Street men perhaps with a bit of a lift. 2 minutes after the restart, Garrod Murphy setting Mark Moynihan clear to score, staying on side and on target. A comeback? Why not Mill Street? But with 15 minutes to go, Youghal with victory in their eyes. Trevor Murphy cut out by the conditions, Desmond left clear for his second and Youghал's third. A plum tie for them in round 5. Cherry Orchard. And a tour of the country now brings us to the Aviva Stadium. We've had the 5th round draw, some really tasty ties coming up in the last 64, Alan Coley.
Some fantastic ties, will you? To look forward to. Obviously Sheriff, the favourites for the competition, drawn at home again. They can't get them out of Clontarf at the moment. We've seen the last round beating Collinstown, and now they're drawn at home to Carew Park. Huge tie. Regional Limerick versus Pike in Limerick, a local derby, massive tie as well. Two of the big guns in Limerick, and they're going head to head. Another one to look out for, River Valley Rangers against Westport. Westport had a really good win in the last round, past winners of the competition. River Valley, who had a good good run in the competition back in 2015 as well. And one to really look out for, I feel, is Kilmore Celtic and Donecarney Northside Derby. Kilmore a lot of success last year in the AEL competitions, and Donecarney as well, who had a good run of this competition in 2014. So as you rightly say, some tasty ties to look forward to.
And all those matches to be played the first weekend of December. Another date for your diary, May 13th, 7 p.m. That's when this season's FAI Junior Cup final will be played. Until next month, take care.